Hi, welcome back to Serenity Hills Academy. Today I'm going to be showing you my Goodwill book haul. First book I have is Nature for the Very Young, a handbook of indoor and outdoor activities. We're going to be starting a nature study very soon with our children, and I thought this would be a good book to kind of look through and see if we could find some activities, since they're 8, 6, and 3. The next book I have is Abraham Lincoln's Gettysburg Address Illustrated. And I really like this book. Let's see if I can do it one-handed. Sorry. The illustrations are really nice in this book. Sorry, my tablet is not wanting to show them very well. But I thought this would be a good book. We're not going to be hitting American history for a while, but I really like this book. So I figured we'd pick it up, and maybe if we get to Abraham Lincoln in our president studies, or we decide to start, maybe do a Civil War unit study, then I have this book that I can use. Another book I got was Devotions for Kids, and I think this is number 3. We do devotions every day. Sometimes I like to pick out 1 or 2, but I like to have a lot of different books on hand for our devotions. Oops, sorry. And then I picked up No Fear Shakespeare, Hamlet. We have some children's Shakespeare books, but I want to get this series so as they get a little older, we can continue reading Shakespeare. Then I found this series. I love the Titanic. My teenager actually loves the Titanic as well. So I figured I'd pick these up as readers, or read-alouds. I only got book 1 and book 3, so I'll have to try to find book 2. But I figured for $1, if we have to pay full price for the second one, it's not that big of a deal. Then I also found a bunch of public school books that look like they haven't even been used. The spines haven't even been cracked on these. I found this History and Social Studies for it's California, but figured it'll work for us for grade 2. The book actually seems pretty simple, so I may use this with my first grader. And then we have a reading book, and I think this was level 2.2. This book hadn't been opened because it was pristine condition. Then we have an English book. I think this is 3rd grade. Oops, sorry about that. 3rd grade, yep. And then we have the reading book that goes with that. And then I have these little readers. I think this is 1.2, and then I have 1.1, and the stories are pretty simple. So I like the illustrations in these, and I figured for $2 it was a pretty good deal. This is the other version, or the other book. And then I also got this Wall-E Disney Pixar Look and Find book. And then I love these eyewitness books, so when I can find them used, I grab whichever ones they have. They had this one on trees. And then I also found this Amazing Animals of the Sea, because we're going to be doing Swimming Animals of the 5th Day from Exploring Creation. I also found this Magnadoodle learning bus. My 17-year-old had one of these when he was younger, and it's a mess. All the pieces are gone, but I thought my preschooler could use that this year. Another treasure I found was this spirograph from Kenner, and my mother had one almost identical to this in the 80s when I was very young. I don't even think Kenner is a company anymore. So I really like this. I haven't looked through it, but I'm hoping all the pieces are actually here so we can add this to our art curriculum this year. This is another item I haven't opened to see what's all inside of it, but I figured for, $2, if we have to still buy the caterpillars, it's not a big deal. And it's smaller than the one I wanted, but I figured we'll see how it works, and if my kids actually enjoy it, then I'll spend the $30 for the bigger butterfly garden. Another item I actually found, and they were a little more than I wanted to spend, but I wanted to do some phonics activities with Easter eggs, and my husband was supposed to pick me up some and forgot, so of course by the time I wanted to go out and get some, there weren't any more in the store, so I picked up this basket. I think this was like $3, which is more than I wanted to spend, but I didn't want to wait another year to get plastic eggs. The last item I have to show is this little black teapot. We have a tea kettle, but I've been really looking for a teapot to use with our poetry tea time on Fridays. And my husband found this, and I really wasn't wanting one this small, but I didn't want to hurt his feelings, so I just kind of said, okay, we'll go with this one. But I found a lot of good stuff today at Goodwill, and I was surprised that, especially for the textbooks, the prices were as nice as they were. Thank you for watching. Bye.